Hey, what's up? It's Valar. Hope everybody is doing awesome. Thank you so much for checking out the video. It will be obviously another Raid Shadow Legends video today. I am going to do the gem giveaway winners at the end of this video, so hang out to the end. The 5 gem giveaway winners for 540 gems. But today's video is actually going to be a cool one on Uugo or Uugo. I don't know how you pronounce this lady's name. Apparently it is a woman, but I called it a guy and whatever, so it doesn't matter. But I actually want to say I fully believe that this champion is actually a great support champion. So build the champion, in my opinion. So without further ado, all right. So we're going to showcase the build a little bit right here. By the way, like and subscribe. And then also I'll just show the build, the skills, the masteries, and the artifacts I have on her. But you want to build her with the priorities are going to be HP. You can get some, if you can get defense, that actually helps too, but it's not the bigger priority. Her HP is the bigger priority because she has a heal by her max HP, speed, and accuracy. So really that's what I went for. 67,000 HP, 2,300 defense, which isn't terrible. It's not that great though, but 255 speed. I don't care about her damage output whatsoever. So crit rate, crit damage, attack, none of that. Don't even worry about it. Go for her support and debuffing abilities is why you want accuracy. Resistance, and I will say you're probably not going to use her in arena. So building her with a 700 accuracy build or plus or whatever is probably not that useful. But building her with a high accuracy build for like Doom Tower will be quite useful, I believe. I think she's actually going to shine in Doom Tower once we get up higher levels. I'll show you in the video actually. Anyway, but I'm in Doom Tower Normal. I completed Doom Tower Normal. I've only one day on Doom Tower Hard. So we're going to go into a lower level of Doom Tower Hard, but long term, I will probably showcase her again at the top levels of Doom Tower as well. But that's another video. So 340 accuracy. What is she actually? Well, let's just look at her artifacts actually too real quick. Accuracy with speed, defense. Again, really I was just looking at this one I actually use, so it's got an 8% chance to remove one random debuff. These are actually good sets. It's a small chance, but she has a small cleanse on her as well, which I figured that'll probably help a little bit on the cleanse too, right? And it had double accuracy roll on that. And then this had a refresh, which is a 5% chance to prevent skill cooldown. It's a low chance, but I figure the more refresh on her skills I can get, the better, right? So if you have a refresh ring, now, I don't have anything with amazing substats you can see, but I figured, okay, why not use it for the effect that it gives you, right? Okay, speed boots, 4 immortal pieces and 2 divine speed pieces on her. But the immortal pieces, speed with double HP there, pretty nice boots. I put an accuracy chest piece on her. You could, if you can get the accuracy, and I might even be able to take this off, but not for Doom Tower. I feel like on hard mode you need like 330 plus, right? So I wanted to put an accuracy chest piece on her. Put an HP chest piece on her if you are just building for like dungeon content in the 200 range. Just get more HP actually, which I will showcase her in a dragon comp that has 0 legendaries in it. Actually, I think 4 rares in her. Speed and then attack. Well, that doesn't matter. The double speed and the accuracy. HP with speed. Theme here, speed, HP, accuracy, right? Speed, HP, accuracy. There you go. Speed, HP, accuracy. So speed, HP, accuracy. Pretty much those are your main things to build her with. Now, what does she actually do? I suppose you could use her in Clan Boss, but I don't have her tuned for that because she does have a leech on her A1. So it's a small chance, though. It's only a 35% chance. So I wouldn't say this is that reliable to replace lifesteal gear with. This is kind of a nice, like, add-on effect to her where you get some extra healing from her for your team, but it's only a single target. Now this is huge in Faction Wars, on Ogre Faction Wars against the bosses and things like that. That's actually a very good ability, but not only that, she actually has this as well. This is a very interesting skill to me. It's a 3-turn cooldown, and I could swear she is the only one who does this. I don't know for sure, but I'm 99% sure she's the only one who does it. If I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me in the comments below. But she does decrease defense on a 100% chance, 75% chance to do block buffs as well for 2 turns, and the chance of placing the block buffs increases by 5% for each alive enemy. So if you think about waves and clearing mobs, that is huge because she is your 100% decreased defense, the defense drop, but she's also going to do the block buffs, which is huge in faction wars against the Valkyries. Huge as we're going to see in Dragon to make it so that Apothecary can't get his buffs up. Huge in Golem so that the Terror Beast can't get the reflect damages up. This is actually a super cool ability, and I think it's a little bit overlooked right now. In my opinion, decreased defense compared with block buffs for waves and CC utility is very good. It's a very good debuff ability. And like I said, who cares about her damage? Although the funny thing is she actually does okay damage. It's not wonderful by any means, but okay. And this is a little bit of a weird ability. It's a 4-turn cooldown. It removes all heal reduction debuffs from all allies. So it is kind of a golem type ability where you get the heal reductions from the minions. It's good because her heal does that cleanse, but then it also removes 1 random debuff from all allies. So that's kind of meh. There's champions that remove all debuffs, like Mausoleum Mage. Obviously if you have Bad Alcazar, there are AoE cleansers, but they don't do quite the same thing. But then the reason you want to build her with as much HP as possible is because what she does after all that is she heals by 20% of her max HP, right? It's a huge heal. The more you can pump HP into her, the better. And the more speed you can get, the better. And then if the allies are dead, revives them with 50% HP, then fills their turn meter by 50% instead. The funny thing is, well, I'll actually say it with this skill here too. Her final passive skill is places an increased speed and a block damage buff on her for 1 turn whenever his champion is the last living ally killed. Whenever her last living ally is killed. So if she's the last person standing, she's going to do increased speed and the block damage on herself, which is really cool because it gives her the ability to maybe cycle through these turns again too, right? Now, the tough thing is she does so much healing, you're almost actually not even going to get into this, at least the way I have her built. Or maybe it's just the team around her and the synergies I have there. But I feel like, okay, well, that's good. And it's a nice just-in-case ability because she does have the revive for everyone if she's the last person standing. So that is why she's super cool. She's super good support. If you don't have an Arbiter and you're a newer player, she's huge support champion. She might not be for, the most endgame players. You're not necessarily going to need her, but I got to admit, I think I'm going to use her in Doom Tower as well. If that block buffs and that decreased defense, that is huge. Masteries here. Now, I kind of waffled a little bit back and forth going for the masteries on this, whether I was going to go for Eagle Eye or if I was going to go for Timely Intervention. Well, I figured I had the 340-ish accuracy without going down the accuracy tree, so that's the reason I went the way I did. I think the builds you want to go with her are either going to be Eagle Eye or Timely Intervention. I think Timely Intervention is actually a huge mastery for healing type support champions because it increases her turn meter by 20% whenever an ally hero's HP drops below 25%. So it's going to keep pumping turn meter in. So I figured I wanted to get as many things that would pump her turn meter and also provide more benefit to her healing too. So I went and added a little more HP. Then you go down this route to get the extra healing stuff, more extra healing, and then more extra healing if they have stuns, fears, that type of stuff. You don't need lasting gifts because she doesn't actually really place any buffs on anybody. She's a debuffer and a healer, which is pretty unique in that way that she fits kind of 2 roles in one champion. Spirit Haste increases speed, whatever. That one's the only reason I even picked that one was just because. Well, also, actually, never mind. I do think this is actually a good mastery for this champion. All right, so the reason I got this mastery was because the way, and I actually do think this is an important one, but the reason is because the way her kit works with. If she's the last living ally, right, it'll increase her speed even more because of all of the dead people there too, and then it has more of a chance for her to actually, and she does the increased speed on herself and everything, and she's got more of a chance to do the revive. So that was kind of my thought process on that one. And then the Timely Intervention I already explained. And then I went down the defense tree. I don't think it really matters much as far as like the rest of the stuff. Mainly it's this accuracy or support tree that is the most important for her. And like heals, if another champion heals, some of this was like, whatever, right? Delay death, that doesn't really matter much, but this does, I think. So this is actually Cycle of Revenge is good for her too. increases her turn meter whenever an ally is attacked with a critical hit. So another thing about turn meter increases for her. So that way the heals are coming out. So let's actually show her. The first place I'm going to show her is actually in Dragon 20 right now. The reason I'm doing that, though, is just because it's a team that I feel like is a realistic team for people to build. Now, it does have a cold heart, and I was working on Dagger a little bit, and I admit I haven't done a showcase on her or anything yet, and I might. So they already have decreased defense, but I kept Dagger in there just for the decreased attack on the Dragon, too. And believe it or not, Dagger actually hits pretty hard, too. So she kind of gives you a little bit of a nuke utility on the waves. Not a major amount, but pretty good. And I wanted to show her as if like you had no other supports. You had some poisons and stuff. I don't think this is that far outlandish of a thing for most players to achieve this type of build on Dragon 20 with absolutely no legendaries. So wanted to go ahead and actually show it. Let's actually go through this here. And it actually goes fairly quickly. So right there, first out of the gate. And the thing I like is she prioritizes that A2, which does the block buffs. And there you go right there. You saw Apothecary. Well, the block buffs didn't go on the one guy, actually, the crossbowman there. So he has the increased speed up right here. But everybody else had block buffs on them, which made it so that Apothecary could not increase the Horden's speed, the Tayrell's speed. That's actually pretty good. So if you think about it from a progression standpoint, that's going to help you with these waves and help you with crowd control. And we're still going to make this run even though Kale died in the first wave. My Kale's like probably doesn't even have 5-star gear on him. I haven't really invested in Kale since the beginning of the game, which I know Kale's amazing. But look, okay, now everyone got the block buffs right there. So now Apothecary is going to burn the ability. There he did. He burned it, and nobody got anything. So this is actually going to work out fine. We're going to get through this. And actually, the cool thing is I sort of hope everyone dies but her, because then it will make it so I can showcase it. But if you see right there, I'll slow it down a little bit too, maybe, if I can. But, okay, so we got it up again. So the way I have her built is enough cycling on there to where you're pretty much going to have the block buffs up almost permanently. And now I sort of do hope everyone dies, because this is like I was saying, I haven't seen this before. So this run, actually, we got some bad RNG on it. But I think we're going to get to a point, even if it's not in this wave, where the dragon actually kills everybody but her. That would be great if we do get to that point. We'll see. So we're at 1:44. The last time I did this, it took 2 minutes and 20 seconds to actually get through this. So we'll kind of see. But there you saw the heal, 17,000 heal, right? That's a huge heal. I mean, that's a big, big heal. So get her to go as fast as possible with as much HP as you can. Now the dragon's got a leech on too, which is huge. So with the leech up there, you get some extra healing. You saw right there, you got some procs on the heals, and then she came in and healed again. And now the debuffs are up, right? So if she goes through that ability, now granted, it's not going to cleanse everything, but if she goes through that ability again, I think it's called Uugo's Brew. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yes. Okay, she revived everybody. That's exactly what I wanted to see. That's the first time I've seen that. So I'm super happy that actually happened. So it took a while for everybody to get dead, but she brought everyone back alive at the very end right here and saved our behinds, and we made it in 2 minutes and 41 seconds. I believe that people didn't look at her enough. This is my opinion. I know people are going to think I'm overselling it, but most people that play the game don't have the most end game gear in the game, right? They might not even have the game gear I have, right? So, but they may pull her more likely than a bunch of other legendaries. Maybe they don't have Arbiter yet. All kind of things. And even if you do, I still think she's good. So this is with all rares and her as the support champion. And the only support in here too, right? 721,000 heals. You saw how clutch she was right there. For the waves, for the heals. I mean, she does 2 or even potentially 3 rolls in one, really. I actually think she's a top-tier epic. Could be overstepping by saying that, but I don't think so. I fully think she's a top-tier epic and a sleeper champ right now that no one's really paying attention to. But this Ogryn deserves attention. Okay, so let's actually show her. Now this team, I am going to run with legendaries and stuff just to kind of speed up the run. It's a little bit excessive. You know what? I'll actually take Mashalet out, and then put in the other Royal Guard if I can. All right, which this isn't going to be as realistic as a comp as we had done before, but we're come on now. I wish we could just search or have save squads. That's a big quality of life improvement. We need save squads for, maybe we can save up to 30, 40 squads or something like that. All right, so we have Dracomorph for the decreased defense and weaken, right? She's actually faster, so it's funny. Let me see what Draco does. He still burns the ability doing that, but that's okay. No problem. So, but right now, I don't know if she actually used that ability. I don't know if we're going to get it off in time before they get the reflect damages up. But it all depends on the timing, what happens here, right? So if this wave is giving people trouble, and I've said this in several of my videos, when I was a newer player, I finally got Golem 20 runs done at 9-minute runs with like Vrask and War Mother and all kind of stuff. It took me 9 minutes, but I eventually got it to 100% win rate. But there we go. Block buffs. We didn't get now no Terror Beast is able to get up that reflect damage, which would kill some of your champions. We got through it in 48 seconds. That's big. I mean, I'm sorry. Crowd control wise, she's amazing, right? Block buffs is huge. And then in this case, if we wind up everyone dying, it's not 100% likely that this is going to happen. The heal reduction is up though. Okay, he died. So I think we are going to have everyone die. So here we go. Yep, we are going to have everyone die again. And it's funny, the last two, I didn't even get this. Dang it, she burned the ability, though. So she's really going to be the only one up for a little bit. Let's see if she can do it. We might fail this run, actually. I'm starting to get nervous now, but I'm going to keep it in the video just to showcase that, too. But I think we'll be all right. Come on, actually, dang it. This Royal Guard won't die. I actually wanted her. Okay, she's got the block damage. There we go. We saw it again. Clutch at the very end. Again. So really cool how we can see that. I'm going to show her in one Doom Tower run after this. But I'm so glad that the first 2 times I actually saw that are on camera. I was testing her out. I couldn't even get it to work on the other comps. But both times it worked there. And we did it in 1 minute and 53 seconds. Granted, that's because of the setup we have besides her. But she's amazing, right? I mean, you don't need numbers like a 1 million heal, all that stuff. That's actually excessive. But you see what she does with the revives and boosting their turn meter to 50% too. So they're almost ready to go. I am just so pleased with how good her AI works too, actually. Like her AI actually works pretty good. So let's show her in Doom Tower. I want to see, I did actually show her. I did test her out a little bit in Doom Tower on this level, but there's nobody that does any buffs here. So I don't know. I don't have everybody memorized here. So that one's not going to be as good of a level to do because we got a lot of Force Affinity champions. If there was a wave with some Valkyries or Man-Eaters or something like that, that's kind of what I was hoping for. It'll be a little bit easier too because we're only on level 10, right? Maybe I could go to a normal one is what I'm thinking. Oh, this is actually a good one. So we'll showcase it here. We'll just start it off because it has these Terror Beasts again. So let's see if we can get these Terror Beasts that are up here to have. Now I do have other people in this setup with Dracul, the Gaunt, and Mausoleum Mage in a shield set. Dracul is actually another undervalued hard carry in a way for newer players. He's useless endgame for the most part, but he does do the increased attack and increased defense. So he puts up some buffs. He does that shield too. But I think the guy is not a speed champion by any means, but he actually does help a lot. Did I even notice a Terror Beast here? Maybe that was a Drake. Sorry about that. I'm thinking what? Are there any Terror Beasts in this level? Maybe they're at the end. All right. We may have to go do one more because I'm actually having fun with this champion, with her. But you can see she's keeping everyone topped off. Doom Tower hard. For most players, it's pretty difficult. I only got to level 66 last month. There was a few days I didn't even play Doom Tower. So I didn't push as hard as I could last month in the first rotation of Doom Tower. But, okay, here's the Terror Beast. Okay, there we go. We got the Leech up. We got the Weaken. And then let's see if she can cycle a turn before they can. I don't think so. Nope, we didn't work because they actually went before we did. But, okay. So we're going to back out of this one. because they have it up for 3 turns and we don't have a. Well, I guess we do with now they have the block buffs up, but it's not really going to matter because once Seer gets a turn, she's going to strip everybody's buffs off here and then just nuke everyone down. So yeah, okay. So let's actually see if there's a floor on Doom Tower Hard I could show. I mean Doom Tower Normal I could showcase this on too. Okay, I haven't tried this yet, but I thought, all right, this is one of the top floors of Normal, floor 114, right? There's going to be a heck of a lot of buffs between the Santas and the Sifis, and he even self-buffs himself too. So this could actually be pretty good. It's one of the more challenging levels on Normal because it's toward the top. So we got block buffs. Now we got Santa up. He can't place his shield. He can't place anything. He can't do the unkillable. He can't do any of that stuff. I don't even know if they'll get a turn because Seer just might do that. They didn't get a turn. But you could actually see. So now Sifi can't do anything either. Mainly it was the Santas there too. But there you go. So the second wave in Doom Tower Normal, the cycling is actually... I probably need more speed for hard, actually, is what it is, even at 255. I need it to be faster. Maybe I need to be like 278 type thing. Or 300 of speed if I can for hard. But Normal, she can probably carry a whole ton of different teams, I feel like. And here's the end with now the Turvold. And there it is, perfectly, almost every wave there. The very first ability that she got off was the block buffs. So they couldn't do any other buffs. Granted, we just chopped through that like butter. But you can see how it worked. And in the dungeons before, she really worked well. I think it's in 4 or 5 days Ogren's comes back open, so I may revisit it and kind of do a quick like Faction Wars run with her. All right, we also got to do the gem giveaway for the 5 winners, so we are going to do it here. We had 57 unique commenters on the video, so let's go with actually getting the gem winners announced right here. They had to have their player ID in there. And also, what the heck is this? Oh, it's hilarious. Okay. Anyway, go check out this link from Game On. There'll be a link in the description below. I am on Amazon Game On. That's hilarious that I came up as the winner here. I didn't even know it could, I guess because I put a pinned comment in there. I'm not the winner, so don't worry about it. I'm going to pin the comment for Game On as well. If you're on any website, you can look at it and everything too. It's a pretty cool opportunity I've got right now, so make sure to go check it out. I do a little bit of shard pulls on there. They're like 30-second clips to 5-minute clips you can put on there, and you guys can share your stuff too, so we can kind of do stuff together. It's pretty cool. You can share your stuff if you have an Android device. If you don't have an Android device, it's not available yet, but anybody can look at it that has an internet connection. So definitely go check it out and just go look at it as far as Game On goes. That's pretty funny. So let's pick another winner. Hopefully I don't come up again. That is hilarious. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. Claudio, Cairo. Okay, we actually got a real person here besides me. That's pretty funny, actually. So let's actually get them their gems. I am doing the cut and paste thing here, so I do apologize about that. All right, I just have to make sure that I've got the stuff ready to go, locked and loaded. Okay, here we go. The next one. That is number 1. Congrats, Claudio. All right. Jody Smith. Perfect. Nice pulls. Congrats, Jody. You are actually the lucky winner of 540 gems as well. So let's keep going. Let's get the next 3. Oh, man, I'm the first person that came. I keep seeing my name pop up, too. Jason Fry. Oh, and then good question, Jason. Any chance we'll get a Chancellor Yasmin video? Congrats on the 3 new Legos. Thank you very much. The answer is yes. I will be doing that this week as well. I've got to grind the Ascendancy pots when that potion is open, coming up later tonight. So I should be doing a video on her fairly soon. She's pretty cool too. But unfortunately, I think actually Uugo is actually better in a way. So, but I will do a video on her for sure. Okay, we got 2 more to go. Here we go. By the way, if anybody wants any specific video ideas, Mountain King's a beast. Yeah, I got him too, and I'm building him right now. So if anybody wants to see anything specific, put it in the comments below too, just like Jason did right there. Last one. Pick another winner. Here we go. Oh! Another garbage weekend for me. Unlike you, you lucky SOB. This is my buddy Nick. I'm happy he won some gems here. So I couldn't be happier for someone to get some gems right there. So congrats, Nick. Exis, I love you, brother. All right, so we're gonna end it right there. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe.